Hey, good morning. Chuck here with Apple Drains. Today we're installing a sump pump and a sump pit down in a crawl space. And basically this is something the homeowner can easily do themselves. It does take a little bit of labor, but you can see we've got fairly good headroom down here. If you've got this much headroom, this should only take you about an hour, hour and a half. Basically we're going to dig a sump pit, a place to put our sump basin right down here. And then we're going to plumb that sump pump, which is a Zoeller M53. We're going to plumb that sump pump up, and we're going to core right through this brick wall, through the foundation. We're going to drill a 2-inch hole. So while Chuck's digging out this pit, I'm going to go ahead and set up the pump and probably go ahead and core this wall. So this is a Zoeller M53, 1/3 of a horsepower, called a Mighty Mate, cast iron body, nice single pole float. Hear it clicking? Works great. Start by male threaded 1.5-inch adapter. This just screws right into the port. We're going to screw it in there hand tight. Next, you cut a piece of 1.5-inch PVC to whatever length that you like. I like to keep my check valve down inside the pit. So here's the check valve. And we're going to just get above this bar basically. And we don't forget, we got to glue that. Good PVC cement. Good amount. This is an Oatly product. It works really good. Stick it into the coupling. Push and hold it. Just for a second. It sets up really quick. Next we're going to put our check valve on, and a check valve only allows water to flow one way, and you can see the arrow right here. So these are held together with no hubs, hard rubber plastic and stainless steel clamps. Remember, arrow points upward. Put on your no hub. Then we're going to secure this band with our handy dandy drill, 5/16" drill bit. Just as tight as your drill will make it. So basically the sump pump is ready to plumb and put into the pit. Next we're going to drill some holes in the bottom of this sump basin because we don't want it to float up. So let's do that next. Then we drill holes around the sides. Next, we're going to use our Bosch hammer drill. This is an 1.5-inch hammer drill. That means that the shank is 1.5 inches for what it fits. We're going to use a 2-inch diamond core bit and a masonry bit that pounds through. This rotates and it pounds as it goes through. This is available at your home rental places, tool rental, about $50 for about 4 hours. Should only take a few minutes to go through this brick. The way we found the center is we use this vent. And you can see here's the center of the vent. We counted over the number of bricks. It's actually just offset about 1/4 of a brick. So we're going to come down the wall to about here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bricks, and we're going to drill through right here. And as you can see, it only takes a few minutes, not even a minute, maybe a minute and a half. If you got the right tools. And so here's our discharge line. The sump pump's going to lift that water up come out through 1.5 inches. We're going to come back down the wall, and we're just going to temporarily splash it out. Eventually, we'll hook up to these downspouts and trench a line all the way out to the street. So here's our discharge pipe. I'm going to go ahead and slide it through. Chuck, watch out inside there. And we're just going to leave it hang, and we're going to cut some off inside so that we have things to work with. Here we go. You know, if you've ever wondered why they have red clay in the south, this is July and it's probably 9 o'clock. It's already 92. So today's high is like 101. This is typical summertime in Charlotte, North Carolina. So Chuck's done a nice job of sinking the pit down in there, nice and square. We're going to pour some gravel around the outside, but right now we're going to go ahead and set our M53 with the check valve. We're going to set this on down into. So we're going to set this pump down in the pit. Let's take a look real quick. Can you see the pit, the pump? There we go. See, the pump sits down in the pit. Next we're going to plumb it up. Coming up, we're going to tie into this discharge line. So we just need a piece of pipe, make that measurement, cut it, and glue it. So it takes a second. Okay, so we're going to hook up our no hub with a stainless steel clamp. Just as tight as that drill will make it. Next we're going to glue all these fittings together right there. We'll start with the 90 at the top, good amount of glue. Push and hold. Remember, this piece can move around a little bit, so we're not too worried about anything yet. Again, good amount of glue. This is a tight fit because I really like things that fit tight. Push and hold. There we go. We're all set. Light down in the pit. So you can see we've got a nice Zoeller M53. Riser comes up and it goes out through the wall. So we've got our lid on, riser up, going out through the wall. Chuck's going to go ahead and move a little soil, pour some gravel around the outside of the pit. I'm going to go outside and plumb the rest of this pipe, and we're done. So now we're plumbing the discharge. Just going to cut this off. We're going to make a measurement from the ground with a 90 on it up to the top of the inside of the coupling of the 90 right here. We'll cut that off, splash it out. Now we're ready to glue it all up. We'll start up here at the top. Good amount of glue. I'm going to pull this out a little bit. Push and hold, make sure it's pointing straight down. And we can actually push that back into the wall a little ways. Next, I'm going to go ahead and glue the bottom 90 on. Good amount of glue. Push and hold. Now we're ready to go ahead and hook up the discharge. Push and hold. And finally, if you can see that, we're just going to splash it out right here. And that should do it. So here's a temporary splash out. Eventually we're going to hook up the downspout drains, which is causing a problem also from the back and here from the front, and that line will connect and go all the way out here to the street. So we're just pouring some gravel around the outside because remember we perforated the pit We drilled holes all around it. That allows the water to get in. Hey, this is Chuck with Apple Drains, reminding you that if you believe you can do something, I guarantee you can do it. Have a great day.